Hello everybody, we are now back. I hope the thing is pretty okay, so yes.
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 And welcome back after the commercial break and whatsoever you guys were doing that last few minutes ago, but we are back. Welcome back.
Oh, and we
And
actually
now-
have like Azuki wants to go to the narrator booth so he can actually hear us. Amazing. We can now let's interview a spectator. Azuki, hi. You are live. Please let us know your thoughts on the last match.
The person's muted.
Oh my
By the way.
god. Amazing. Okay, anyway. I guess we're not gonna get something out of him.
Wait, where's Justin?
It's okay, my dude. We're here to commentate, so you're here to have the live action, listening to us commentate on the rating, the people, what they're playing. So right here we have the Honey Badgers going against with the Throw-Petitive. Right now the Honey Badgers are going, they're literally trying to do the matching icons right now. You can see the Throw-Petitive are literally having all the matching icons. They are now fooling around, ladies and gentlemen. They are now fooling around.
They are ready. That's what they were doing. That's why we are delayed by a few minutes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh
they
my
were practicing, man. From what I've heard.
Yeah. And welcome back, Archangel.
Good to be back.
Yes, we're back.
Okay,
Bathroom break.
so there seems to be a problem with honey badgers and like what is up with go with the flow? It's like what
He
is
couldn't
wrong here?
find that logo, probably.
Oh my god, please. Please.
Flo, you gotta change that black hole, man.
There
There you go.
There you
You
go.
just need
Yeah.
give me that color to
Yeah,
carry the top of
yeah.
to another color. Yep, perfect. That's my
One
logic.
of us.
What? So, Archangel,
Yes.
what do you think of the team so far? Any predictions? I don't know. Any thoughts?
I've been going over what some of them have been telling me regarding
Uh-huh.
their practice sessions and all that.
Mhm.
And by that, I only mean honey badgers because I have no idea who Throw-Petitive is.
Well,
honey
we
badgers
will
have
find
told me
out
that
soon.
they've been. Honey badgers have been telling me that they have practiced other heroes aside from their mains to provide a lot more flexibility into their roster. So, for example, if they play Moira Mercy only, they have been learning to play Ana and Lucio, so they can add a bit more flexibility to their team. And on competitive side, I'm not sure. I see some familiar names like Greed and I think Sacred was part of Overwine, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Or someone else, I can't remember. But Greed, from what I've heard, is an exceptional tank player. And if what I'm hearing is true, then Honey Badgers need to be very careful of this man / woman.
Okay. Have to identify the gender as well.
What
Wait,
can
Aaron,
I
check
make
DM.
Alex Blue? What do you mean by Alex Blue?
I don't know that's what you told me.
Make
Abhi
Alex
is waiting.
Hold on. What is she talking about? Alex? What blue?
If you see the Throw-Petitive's icon, they look like Nando's logo. Now I'm hungry for Nando's, my dude. Wait, what?
That's the
happened?
Paris. That's the Paris Eternal roster.
Wait, what this why does she want it blue? I don't understand.
No. You decide what you want to do, and just start the game. Because people are getting
Okay.
impatient already.
Okay, alright. 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Alright, here we are. Right back at it again with second match.
I feel more holy coming into this map twice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
especially with the plays that were made in the last round.
All right, Tim, you want to take over the first part, the introduction to the maps?
Again. What do you?
I'll,
I guess he's.
No, he'll have the game. Okay, everyone,
Yeah, okay,
welcome.
he DC'd.
Welcome
Oh, no.
over to the second match, the second semi-final between Throw-Petitive and
Honey Badgers.
Honey Badgers. Yes, I almost had it there.
It's
Right.
okay, my dude.
This
I was
promises
just
to be
slap
another
right in.
exciting match. These two teams have never fought each other at all before, so it should be interesting to see what they bring to the table. And if it's anything like the last match between Abigu and DC, this promises to be a real fight.
Right here. Yeah. All right. So, I don't know. I'm not too sure if I'm allowed to commentate or if anybody's like literally stream sniping. But all I know is team was what was it? Thropetitive has no shield tanks. They're all going ham inside. You know what I'm saying? So basically, let's see how this goes.
It's a bit of a weird lineup.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a weird lineup from team. What's the team on the right again? Thropetitive, yeah. So the ball is coming in. I think just to scout to see who's coming in and all that.
Well, most of them are.
Honey Badgers don't have a loose to help speed boost their tanks out of the game, so they're gonna reach the point later. But it seems like they want to fight on the right side of the map here to gain control.
They're literally right across the map, each other fighting for the distance right now. And
I
two
like-
tanks are pushing in from the Honey Badger. They're pushing in slowly and one by
And there
one.
goes the first pick over to Honey Badgers. Well, it's about to soon the kills are traded out, and it looks like. Yeah, it looks like Honey Badgers have lost the point itself.
And Torpedo got the first point, so let's see how this goes.
It was a good try over from Haribo. They had the right from Honey Badgers. They had the right idea, but the problem was that they didn't really have any loose to speed them onto the point. That being said, Despair gets 2 kills right off the bat, and they can immediately get back the point.
Yes, 50% of the point on Torpedo and the blue team are sorry, not blue team. Honey Badgers. Okay, I'm just judging by the colors of their team right now instead of calling out the names.
I took judging by the nut, so
Okay. All right.
not a lot of action is going on over here. It looks like Propetitive is waiting for Ingrid to do something with the ball, and yeah, well, he did something. Ball spawn coming in from Despair and Doodle, the 2 DPS players knocking up. Despair is just going ham right now on this Tracer. Immortality kill comes in to help survive the point, but it doesn't look like it's going to work. Despair is just on a rampage right now as Tracer. He's getting 3 kills left, right, and center. And it looks like he'll be able to stall the point for just a bit more longer. He has to get out. There's no way he can survive 2 tanks coming at him like that.
For some reason, he is surviving.
Yes, and 2 teams.
Surviving! And he has not survived.
And there goes the boop.
Yep. Here goes the boop, and down they go.
Spencerino comes in with the soldier sides over to Haribo, and Haribo has been stunned out of his ultimate, and it looks like Propetitive are going to maintain a bit more percentage onto the point. It looks like it looks like Honey Badger, sorry, will have to reset completely.
Yep.
I don't even know what's happening anymore.
That is true. I'm kind of fucking literally lost right now, but I'm happy to be here anyways.
Both teams seem to be wanting a very defensive counter-active approach to wanting to get to the point. Like, none
Yeah.
of them want to actually take the fight.
Like trying to push one by one, but they're like slowly moving into
And that's a good pick. That's a good pick onto Gab, who has the Transcendence. He can't protect the team right now. Despair's once again going ham on this Tracer, taking out Spencer and on the soldier.
That 2 teams.
Honey
I mean,
Badgers will be
2
able to go back
tanks.
to the point, and
Yeah, they
just to get much more catcher.
Yep. Ugh.
Looks like both of these teams are playing extremely patient.
Patience.
This is
This is
some
a
It's
chill
the
real.
game.
game.
It's a very chill
Yeah.
game.
Yeah, compared to the other one, my god.
Yeah. Despair is over on the side looking for any flanks he can get a pick out on. I think he'll be wanting to focus more on Gab since Gab has the Transcendence. Both teams have ultimates to work with. Flo will almost have a supercharger ready to hold on to the point longer. Despair gets out. He has a Discord orb on him. Ingrid comes in with the minefield. High Noon coming in over. Doesn't get anybody with it, and the Colossus comes in to keep his team alive, right?
I just saw something nasty at the back right there.
Oh
2
fuck!
Roadhogs going against each other, and he solo ulted on him. And also, we forgot to add in the chat as well. F's in the chat. F's in the chat for that person. Oh yeah. So now,
Honey Badgers need to get back to the point. They're losing point. I guess getting the pick on Spencerino. It's a good pick. Haribo is on fire right now. But can he get a 3rd pick? Can he get a 3K? He can't. Despair and Haribo, the 2 combinations of this Tracer and this Hog, managed to save these 2 teams some point.
And they got the point back. Let's see who will get the the first round, first W on this first round.
That's a brutal stagger over to the Brigida.
Yeah. The nasty.
Oh no 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 no
Oh!
After the chat, after the chat, let's go. After the chat, after the chat, right there.
Great rally coming in over right now.
It's a high noon in the back, and
That's an excellent high noon over from Duvo.
yeah. Right now they're
like-
competitive are capping the point right now, and now they're contesting. I'm gonna take a
The
first,
mine
he's
field has
contesting
been spread
for
out throughout the
Sky.
entire point, and Duvo just walked off the point. What? Well, we'll just call that an accidental oof.
Yes.
And the first point goes over to Tropetitive with what seemed to be a very, very weird first round on Nepal.
Very chill, very weird, but also a wonderful game, I would say. Take it slow and easy. Now let's see what will happen on the second round. So what was your comment on the first round just now, my dudes? Every one of you.
I think Tropetitive time. No, wait, what am I talking? Troverwatch.
It's Troverwatch.
Yeah,
It's Troverwatch. Okay,
I thought you
so
guys changed it to competitive, so what?
Because I got a friend named Tropetitive.
they
Yeah,
get
it is
a doodle
competitive.
of $2 just for that typo, Justin. You know, a doodle of $2.
Okay,
A doodle of $2.
Yeah.
okay.
The match starts over with a Rhine Hog, a lot of brawling potential with a Rhine Zarya over on the enemy side.
Now, two teams have two shields now. Well, except for
Change
competitive, they have
He's bringing
their
up the
right.
sky. Harbor gets a first pick onto the Zarya. That's a lot of brawling power lost over on competitive side. They have to back up a bit, and Harbor gets another pick onto the McCree. It's a good charge by Flo. Hack is coming in, but Spencerino's able to take out Flo, but unfortunately it was short-lived. The point goes over to Honey Badges, and they will begin to capture progress.
Honey badges.
Yeah, honey badgers. Let's
That's
see
such an
the
old
honey
meme, by the
badgers.
way. It's a very
What-
old
what-
meme. Honey badger, don't care.
That's a meme.
Yeah, they don't
Yeah, it
give
was a
a
meme. They don't give a
yeah slowly
Okay.
breaking back onto the point here, guys. To watch, they have to back up because the Rhine shield's getting low. As in,
Oh.
what an excellent block! Both Rhines charging into each other. The hook comes in from Haribo and he kills off Wocket or Wocket or whatever. Ingrid comes in with a 5 strike onto Flo, and Honey Badgers just lost their main tank. Wallace comes in with the Pinsel and from the back, allowing Competitive to get a bit more advantage. It's an excellent shadow over from Ingrid. The grab comes in. The Competitive needs to win this fight. They really need to win this fight. They've used a lot of ultimates.
Troverwatch, my god.
Troverwatch,
Okay,
yes.
Yes. Chat, post F every time Justin says competitive. Troverwatch. It's like Overwatch but throw.
Okay.
Troverwatch. Okay. Oh my god, if I look up, I see Nepal's wall now.
Right now, from what I know, honey badgers are very aggressive on this round, and they're not letting Overwatch having this point. I've almost said it, but I remember to recover it quickly.
Actually, taking over on the right side of the map, the EMP comes in. That's a 6.
Ooh, that's a
EMP
huge-
with a high noon comes in. Will it get anybody?
Huge!
Oh no,
my
it doesn't get
goodness.
anybody. Well, it's a fight that they had to win anyway. It was a 6-man EMP. There was no way Troverwatch was going to be able to do anything about it.
Look at that hack
Honey
of the
Badgers seem to be winning. A Rhine kills off the Rhine. They don't have a main shield right now. Hyman comes in over from Rocket. Can he get anybody? He doesn't get anybody. Unfortunately, enemy McCree gets a kill onto Spencerino, who unfortunately will not be able to use the barrage towards the end of this game. And it's gonna go on to a 1-1 tie in this series on best of 1.
Oof. No, this
Troverwatch,
match,
not
now,
competitive.
Troverwatch.
Troverwatch.
now on this round, on the second round, that was very fast. Because, yeah, my goodness, on the last round it was like pretty chill, but now on the second round that was quite faster than I was expecting it.
Somebody mentioned on chat, these Duvo guys kind of trash.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Whoa,
On the
Yo,
Twitch channel over
chat.
here.
Whoa.
Some guy named
Whoa,
Russell
whoa,
I'm
whoa.
assuming this guy is...
Now chat behave, or else I'll take away your doodle
You don't even know
dollar.
who they
You'll
are.
get you'll
Ryan
get
starts off with a Ryan
-1
Tara
doodle
over
dollar.
Overwatch, Despair, and Haribo are coming in over with a McCree Sombra. Interesting pick with a Ryan Hog. So I guess Despairs are going to try to get a hack over the Ryan to get an easy EMP so that Flo is able to charge in. He gets a hack onto the McCree. So far, Honey Badgers make their way onto the point because I think they get it. They have a lot more brawling power with the Hog onto the point with easy flankers. Spencerino is on the Reaper. He should be able to get a proper pickup here onto the Hog if he times his jump right. Overwatch comes into the point to brawl onto the team. That's an easy pickup onto Despair. The EMP is going to be delayed for a bit more longer. That being said, Nilsons loses and she gets rest again. Dubo's on fire right now, getting picks. So, Agent, what do you think with the Reaper? Why are they bringing in the Reaper onto this point? Why?
Probably because Haribo is a really good hog main right here. So probably because you know, they need more firepower to just kill this person. Because think about it, dude. This man is an all charge. He can just sniff that, have the suck on the vape and
Sniff that
live
what?
on it.
Sniff that what?
Sniff the vape. Sniff the
Sniff
vape.
that what?
Sniff the vape. Okay.
Yes, okay.
Yeah, let's just say he's one-man machine. He can go on the DPS, he'll go whole hog, he can heal himself. He's basically one-man army.
Overwatch taking over the right side of the map on the high ground right now. They're going back with the same idea. Despair is waiting on the wings to try to get a hack off to charge his EMP. The Shadow comes in, Haribo's down on the floor. Heineken comes in over from Overwatch and he gets a pick onto Lunatic. Mercy's down. Rest comes in over for Ingrid and this should be an easy capture point for Overwatch. Hack comes in. Despair has to get out. He can't waste any more ultimates. I said that and Haribo wastes his ultimate. Shadow comes in over from floor. They really don't want to give up this point or they're trying to make competitive Overwatch work hard for this game.
F's in the chat, everybody. He said competitive. F's
The
in the
F's are
chat.
already there.
FFF, please. What the
Okay.
heck? Let's say it. Throw Overwatch.
And I'm
Overwatch.
surprised. Instead of the Reaper getting all the DPS, somehow it was the McCree instead.
I think it's a good idea. Spencerino just becomes the bait for the McCree to get high picks onto. Yeah, well. Rest comes in, so they're not gonna have... EMP comes in and gets in all 5 people. Heineken comes in over from Honey Badgers. Will they get anybody with it?
Oh my god, look at
They're
that.
still walking, they didn't get
Ryan,
anybody
he's
with it.
just
Rest comes in.
slapping people.
The Rhine
Slap,
battles
slap,
have
slap,
not
slap,
been good
slap.
over from Greed's side. Flo is just being super aggressive on this Reinhardt right now.
Oh my god, at 31 health, he's still slapping.
He just keeps swinging.
He's clapping
I'm
them.
start swinging.
He's just clapping them cheeks straight, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. You just keep on slapping it. I'm gonna start swinging. That's what he's been doing right there.
Aaron's just air condition. Shit. Alright, this is probably the second last fight. Paul comes in. Phil comes in. They're still not getting any picks. No picks are happening. Duval gets a pick onto the Ana. Rest comes in over from Gap. They don't want to lose any of their supports when they enter this point. Harbor gets a pick off onto the support. Despair is down. He can't get any EMP charge. Flo is just going ham on this Ryan right now. He's showing Greed how to actually play Reinhardt. And this is not good for Ingrid and Cole from Overwatch. They need to get back onto this point, but they don't have Lucy to speed boost them back in there. Rocket's gonna go over to the Echo to try to contest, but I think it might be too late.
Yeah, 5%, 3%, 2%,
Yeah, I think that's it.
1%.
Yeah, I think that's it.
That's
man.
it.
They couldn't do anything. Well done, Honey
And-
Badgers. They've moved on
Honey
to the next round.
Badgers.
They've moved on to
Well
the
done.
finale. Let's see how
So
this
we
goes.
now have our finalists and we now have our third place and fourth place battles. So that concludes the end of the second round of Nepal. Everybody, we'll see you all in a few minutes.
And look, with Duvo on the POTG.
And someone says,
Yeah, spectator, you've been proven
Hmm.
wrong.
yep, someone said he sucked, but he proved you wrong. My goodness, it's a really good match.
My goodness.
Yeah. And Tim, our second commentator or narrator, has
Yeah,
been
he seems
struggling
to-
trying to kind of get back.
Yeah.
But the spectators are always full though, even though like
No, we need to kick them out. I'm kicking out Satoru.
I was absent for the whole that game, so you guys need to tell me what happened because I
Oh.
had no idea.
things have happened. Very good
Yeah.
things.
I kept on saying
Amazing
competitive
things.
instead of Overwatch.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I heard there was a sick man EMP that brought the game back to 101.
Yep.
Yep.
Yes. Yep.
From who? From who? From who?
Honey Badgers, Despair.
Honey
Okay.
badges.
Okay, let's do the third and fourth place ones first, lah. Then we do the finals last.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. So let's.
I will tell Honey Boo. I will tell Honey
Yes.
Boo.
Honey boo.
Honey Boo.
F to the
Honey Boo.
chat, everybody. He said honey boo.
Honey Boo, not Abby Boo. Okay, hang on. I'll go and tell them.
Yes. Let's go, honey boo. F to the
Okay.
chat, everybody. F's in the chat. Okay. So we have
F's
throw
in the
competitive
chat.
here,
All right.
and then let's bring back Abby.
Wait, hold on. Who won? Wait, who won?
Leg.
Who won?
Honey Badgers won this round.
Honey badges.
Nice.
I mean this match.
Winner. There you go.
Okay,
Winner.
Tim, do you wanna interview the throw competitive people? You know, just to see what they think. They are, they're
You
the
said
newbies.
you said competitive as well.
I also wrote
You
throw.
said-
Oh my God,
You
Trover
said
Watch.
competitive. F to the chat. F to the chat, everybody. F to
I
the
also
chat.
wrote Trover.
Okay, so interview stuff with the watch. Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Honeyboo. Okay, let's go and interview the Trover Watch people, everybody. Hi guys. Hi. Hello. You're live, by the way. Be careful what you
Hello.
say, or else I will kick you. Hello, everybody. So, how are you guys doing? How was the match? What are your thoughts since you are newbies?
Is this an
Newbies.
on-the-spot interview?
Ooh,
Yes,
let's
this is
go.
a spot
Walk,
interview.
Walk your interview.
No, not me.
Hello, everything is great.
Hello, everything is great. The win is a win. So
Wrong interview. Wrong interview.
Ay, wrong
interview.
Talo tayo, laglag.
Pang panalo yan, sir.
Aw.
Pang panalo. Unscripted.
But that was such a close match. I mean, you guys retaliated. So,
Yes,
that retaliation is really good.
bro.
So,
shout out
Yes.
to Walk.
so Greed,
What?
how do you? Oh wait, Tim can't hear anything. Give me a moment to actually fix the stuff. So, bloop.
Wait, is this on stream?
Yes, of
Ikaw
course,
Yes.
it's on stream.
What?
Hello.
Hi,
Let's
Mom.
see.
I'm on TV.
Hi, Mom. I'm on stream.
Does your mom know like what you sound like? How about
yeah,
how about let's
I wish.
introduce
I hope-
ourselves?
I
It's
hope.
high noon somewhere in the
You
world.
hope at least.
It's really so weird if she didn't, though.
Ay, sino magaling mag-English dyan, go.
Oh yeah, I mean
Wow.
you can talk in your
Gadget up,
native
gadget up.
tongue. I'll try to
Gadget up.
translate. I'll try to translate. Go-
Hindi ako magaling.
hello,
Speak
we are
slowly.
in Trover
Speak slowly.
Watch. We are
Nihongo.
Nihongo.
Nani.
Hanasemasu ka?
Hanasemasu ka? O genki desu ka? Wakarimasen. Koko ni go wa hanasemasu ka?
Answer. Sumagot na daw kayo ng ayos.
Oh, sorry.
Wait, what was the question, ba?
Okay, so you guys are new, right? How do you
Yeah.
feel about this huge server?
This huge server.
Yeah.
Wait, am I the
It's
one
big.
answering? No, Asterisk, no.
Oo, Asteros. Hindi ko-
Okay,
hindi ko-
team captain. Who's the
So-
team captain
team.
here? Who's
Great.
the
Great.
Okay,
Great.
great.
Ay, hindi ako team captain. Nang hilo
Whoa! He just dropped you
Whoa,
guys. Whoa!
Oh,
Whoa.
Sacrifice.
server.
Sacrifice.
Go to the
Sino yung
bench.
pinakauna sa listahan? Ay, hindi, joke
Wala
lang.
akong
joke lang.
masabi.
go inside.
We offer Walked as tribute.
Okay, hi.
Whoa.
Wait, Waked, you are part of the other tournament, right? The one that's the super serious
The
one with
New
actual.
Wave International.
Yeah, the New Wave
Quote, unquote,
Internationals.
yeah.
This is just a pleb tournament. I'm so sorry.
Di
that
ako kasama doon.
I have a
Okay.
doodle. I have a doodle as
Oh.
like a prize. It does not compare to the New Wave one. So
I want that doodle.
okay,
So,
yeah.
let's go walk.
So
so
yes,
wait, what?
Waked. How
Yeah.
like you're into this tournament things? Like, is this a hobby? Do you want to go pro someday? Like, what's the story
Oh.
here?
Oh no, there's no story. This is just for fun. This Trover Watch team is just a circle of friends. So, as long as we are trying and having
Square cat.
fun, that's we're still we are very happy with this tournament as long as You know, you were
Scripted.
enjoying. We are. No,
Yes.
it's not scripted.
Oh my god. I know you have
Scripted.
like a
Oh my
notepad
god.
somewhere that
Square of
says all these
friends.
things. It's
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. I have this
Square
Don't
of
read
friends.
it. Stop
a list
reading.
of interview answers for this
Okay.
kind of
Square.
thing.
So are you guys after this tournament? Do you guys
Yeah.
want to do like a Netflix movie night so
Uh,
you could make
Oh.
friends and not be
People don't like
introverted and
us.
shy? The
People
answer
don't
is
like
yes.
us, so we're gonna
The
leave.
answer is yes.
Green says yes.
We're just gonna throw the movie off.
My god. You are very invited for a Netflix night. So shy
Green is
people.
saying yes.
I heard
A
you were
secret.
shy people.
Grid
You're
says
not gonna be
yes.
shy
It
after
says
this.
yes. We offer
Ask
it, don't
us.
worry.
We offer grid. We offer grid.
Secret 1v1 na
It's
lang
a
tayo.
representative
Netflix.
of our team.
No, it depends
Okay.
on what time though.
Grid is our representative.
You
he's
can
the student
Greed
body.
can be the tester.
What the
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
you're the
Oh.
captain. Captain goes down with the ship.
Captain
No,
Green.
I'm not a
Captain Green.
here.
Captain Grid, orange.
Captain
No,
Grid.
no.
The ball of Overwatch, yes.
Bulver
Okay, I'm
watch.
gonna go
Wow.
interview the other team. So you guys get
Okay.
ready. And then we'll start, and you do the whole smacking and I don't know what the things you do as people of Overwatch.
Shoot heads.
Alright. Bye, mom.
Good
We're done.
luck.
Hello, mom.
Hello, Team Abigu. Hi. Okay, so how do you feel? How do you feel? Okay, that's it. We're done. We're done with the questions. Goodbye. That's it. Abigu interview is done.
We're joking,
Okay.
we're joking, we're joking.
Wait, who is the team captain of this place?
Me!
Bobby.
I'm team captain.
Okay, let's mute. I'm gonna mute Lens first because I can't hear. Okay, I server muted Lens.
You mute
So Bobby, how do you feel? How do you feel, Bobby?
Warm-up match. We're ready to spawn camp.
Okay, all right. I like the spirit. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, you guys ready?
Second.
Yeah, we did.
Cause I don't like you people. I mean,
Wait, what do you mean?
except Cherish. I love Cherish and Sabin.
Oh,
The
thank
others I don't really care much
you.
about.
You're lying.
Yes, I'm lying.
Girl
Okay,
power.
hi Lens, I unserver muted you.
Fuck you!
Oh,
Cherish is a
goodbye.
guy.
No.
Okay, I interviewed the teams. I had a good interview with Throverwatch, and Abigail Yuwag was a lot of moaning and screaming as per usual. So
Yeah, I love that group.
yeah, we
Okay,
didn't
so
get anything.
It's not Abigushwa. To me, it's Honeyboo. So that's gonna be stuck in my head for quite a while. I had to get more water, I had to get more water.
I have to drink to forget.
Drink, everybody. Drink water, please. Water. Okay, we are now gonna go to what's the map? Hollywood.
Wait, hold up. When you pulled me down, like I couldn't hear anything, so like I just left the voice channel.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Okay, we have Hollywood as the next map.
All right.
All right.
But this match right here is for third place and the fourth place. So let's see how this goes.
Yes. You could say that they are losers, but they are winners in my heart. Well.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Favoritism.
Very much so.
Here we have everybody. Boston Uprising versus Paris Eternal. Should be very interesting.
Yes. And we have the cool Hollywood map because it's really cool. God, I love the Halloween ones.
And Halloween is 5 months away.
Welcome everyone over to
Every day a
the
Halloween.
Yeah.
to the losers bracket featuring
Is
Abigushwa.
that how we
I don't think we should
describe
say
them?
no runners-up bracket.
Runners-up
Second
bracket?
winners. How about second winners?
Second winners. They're playing for third and fourth. How can they be second winners? The second winners are in the finals. Hera.
Okay, so on game 3 we have the Abigail versus.
Okay. Go on.
On game 3 we have Abigail versus the Overwatch, and they are fighting on Hollywood to fight for the what should we call it? The runners-up winners bracket.
called-
Yes.
It's called a,
Oh,
it's called a
okay.
bronze
We need to pause for a bit. There seems to be a problem. So
And also read that reverse. The swap. The swap
The
is right
swap.
here. The swap is here, my dudes. Here
We
we
finally
are.
get to
once
say
more.
we finally get to say the swap on stream.
Oh
And
hell
then he goes,
yeah!
T in the wrong account, switch account.
what the heck is going on? Oh my goodness.
Wait. What does
So
the
it
wrong
seems
account have
like-
to do? What?
I don't know. Maybe it's just good luck or something like that. I don't know.
I don't know either.
Okay, so
Is it
while
okay
they
to
figured this thing
restart?
out-
Wait, they can't restart.
No, we can't. We can't.
We can't. We
We
can't.
can't. We can't.
We can.
We can't.
We
we can't.
cannot. We cannot.
We can't.
Just I can't. I
can't.
can't understand.
We can't.
Okay, we can't.
Yeah, we can't.
can't.
We
That's
replace
why.
replace the A with a U.
You know what's the funny part? I thought of saying it, but then I'm like, no.
Yeah, but
And then
we're
they just
referring
did
it to the other one, so don't worry about it.
Anyway, you know the.
Those 4 letters appear in coconut if you just think about it.
Yes. My gosh.
What are we
Oh
doing
my
with our
goodness.
lives?
We're
I
trying to
don't
stall
know.
because we are paused. Oh my goodness.
No, it's this.
Okay,
swap.
so judging on the defense happening while we get this pause settled, it looks like Overwatch wants to play with a ball and a hog.
Mhm.
I'm not so sure what to see with a ball and a hog, but they do have a Reaper and a Soldier to handle both close range and high ground. So they do. It does
I
look
have
like
the high ground.
yeah, it does look like they want to hold on both sides hard in the cafe and on the high ground here above the point.
Wait, should
So-
we restart? I'm so sorry.
Just invite him back.
Yeah, I invited him back.
Restart. Red start.
Restart or report. Okay.
Okay, so
wait, Throverwatch, are you okay with restart? I want to ask them first. If not, welp, lol. Okay. Oh, they're nice people. You're nice people.
Honeyboo,
You get fake $2.
I said honeyboo again.
Honeyboo. There's gonna be a whole lot of names now.
You know,
Okay.
I'm not trying to say weird stuff on stream. It's just coming out naturally now.
Okay.
Nah, it's basically what we should do is just act natural, but also the natural might actually lead to disaster. This one thing for sure.
I still got my
I
leftover
understand what you
coffee. I haven't finished yet.
What? Yo, what kind of coffee you got there, my dude?
Okay,
White coffee.
again, it's like deja vu. Okay,
Deja
let me
vu.
just- Overwatch people are super nice. It's like, oh my god, amazing. Like, I like them already. Look at that. They said yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they-
it's totally hinting on no. I mean, what?
But from
Yeah,
what I
worry about you
know,
sometimes.
both teams are playing wonderful on the last few matches. So how do you think on this round? On this match, what would you think?
The war zone happening behind me. I think someone else has to take over for now.
Okay, Tim. So what do you think will happen on this round? On this
That-
match. Sorry.
Judging on the lineup of both teams, we have Overwatch with the BT DPS on Soldier and Tracer. On the other side of the map, we have FES on Pharah. And
Okay.
And-
Okay,
and-
that's pretty much it.
And Bobby on
Oh no, not
Soldier.
again!
No, no.
Comrade,
So this is a
no.
ball hog pharmacy defense. Interesting lineup over here by Abigail Shiva. But I guess they can understand why they want to do it. Spencer Reed immediately sees this and he's starting out the game by playing Soldier. He's already very, very low. Rhymes Hog with a Tracer Soldier. There's gonna be some burst damage over here, but Spencer on the Soldier will not have a lot of damage unless he's being pocketed to kill a pharmacy in the sky. He's gonna need some help. Abigail Shiva unfortunately can't play so carelessly. Immortality feel out to keep Hog alive. Hog misses the hook.
It misses again. No, wait, there's somebody else.
That's an excellent pickup over by FPS on the Pharah. I don't think Overwatch is going to be able to do much over here. Even though with the Immortality field they've already lost 2 people, and that one person they lost is a real counter to Pharah.
Oof, so now...
Ingrid's shield is already very, very low. He has to back up and wait for the team to come back. He has quick response though, since it's only the first point, so they can wait actually. They can afford to wait. Oh no, that's a bad pickup. Far will now have to play less aggressive right now. He has to play near the cafe where Kanino will be able to kill him over that piece. Immortality fields out. Mind fields out.
First. Oh, what happened over there?
That's a big oof right there. Both
F in the chat. F in the chat.
F in the chat,
right now.
everybody.
Yep. My goodness, okay.
Well, Abigo just lost that 4 point in just 5 seconds.
And now there's 2 pigs going against under balcony.
Yeah,
and
well,
they
one.
died. Well, he died.
One
Okay.
fell down and bumped his head. Yes, we're seeing it now. Milson's on Hog has worked really hard to get that point right now. He deserves a break on the payload, but I think he needs to start exercising if Hog wants to ever lose some weight. So,
Hey man, don't be making fun of that man.
if he's ever interested, I'm just saying. Anyway, overrated right now. Abigo is well with the pharmacy controlling over the high ground. But they need to provide some countermeasures. So when the dive comes in, Immortality feels out.
And now there's
Then the barrage
second
comes in.
ult.
Whoa.
Only 1 kill, but that doesn't matter.
That was a good fight won by Abigo, only using 1 ultimate with Dixakato getting over that harness line.
You know, you could just call him,
And Abigo Yuhak has finally stabilized on point. Let's just hope we don't see any more mad
Just call
lad
him
moments on
Ashkin.
FPS bombing himself to death as Farah.
The Abigail seems to have made a lot of space so that they can fight and claim the payload for themselves and prevent the Overwatch to get into the payload and pushing it to the first point, which is really crucial. Second point, I mean, correction.
I don't know much about what Overwatch plans to do with anything because the only person they'll be able to contest the high ground is Hanzo, and Hanzo going against the pharmacy isn't going to be easy. Soldier sides coming up from Bobby over on Soldier, and well, that's pretty much all there is to it, isn't it?
He gets 3 picks.
Overwatch can't do much because they can't contest the high ground. Like,
That man got fisted instead.
like them losing Soldier is not really a problem if he gets rest up anyway. He can still run back to point.
and be a cockroach.
I don't know what Overwatch plans to do, but they're going to initiate with a call since they get some people off the point and make some payload progress. But if they don't contest the high ground, which is what Hollywood is so famous for on second point, they're not going to win anything. And as I said it, Soldier just picks up Sacred over on the Baptiste. They don't have any immortality fields. Monkey comes up with the primal rage, FPS gets a fail on the Soldier. Free reign over for the pharmacy in the air now, and we're back to square one over with Overwatch. They can't do much over here. I like to see some swaps, but I don't know.
It seems like it's not happening.
It seems like it's not happening. They seem really content on wanting to try this.
Things are not going well for Overwatch.
But in exchange, Overwatch has 3 ults on the ready so that they can use it in order to reclaim the payload. But it seems like they're waiting for the right moment to initiate all the ults and go all out. Baptiste drops the ult.
But it is to no avail because what are they shooting at?
There's nothing
Okay.
in sight.
Other can just stay on the high ground. They can just wait out until the matrix is out. And the dive comes in again from Winston and Hammond. Dive buddies on Horizon Tuna Colony.
Okay.
And they just pick them up just like that. They can't do much. Soldier is uncontested on the high ground. Pharmacy is uncontested without Spencerino, and it's just not working right now. The card has barely moved for the last 2 minutes. That's a nice hook over onto Dixakaku, but he's a ball. He can run away.
We got a break.
There goes
We
Tate.
got a break.
They're going over to the Reaper to try contest the ball and the Winston when they dive in. That's a good pick over from Hog, but oh no. What could
Oh, that shatter was bad.
the
Did
outcome
not
Soldier
actually
come
hit
in?
anybody.
There's a lot of stuff happening on point. Dixakaku gets 2 kills over with the minefield, and once again, Overwatch is just not getting anything done over right now. They're gonna go over to the ball to help contest the high ground. Spencerino's gonna
The
go
high
over to the
ground.
Murphy to get some more consistent burst fire, and Sivka's gonna try to get some sleeps onto the Soldier or an anti-nade. Massive alt swaps. Massive swaps and alt resets are all happening over right now in Overwatch. It's not looking good. With only 60 seconds left on the clock, they can only get probably 1 more fight in without ultimates. Reaper flanks in from behind on the high ground. Monkey's contesting the high ground as well, and it looks like Ingrid's gonna come in on the ball. Ball gets out of the way, Monkey dives in into the back line. Soldier once again is uncontested on the high ground, and that's an excellent combination between Ball and Hog, and Bobby is down. Overwatch need to take advantage of this.
Nice.
Now from what I see, Overwatch are literally pushing the point one by one very slowly. But can they finish this last push to the second point
It looks
area
like they're not
in
gonna
30
do it.
seconds?
They don't have any okay, that's as I said it.
They do.
It's like, well,
As I said it, yep.
push the point. What is over
Play
Okay, there you go.
from Wacket.
I'm
They're
starting
pushing,
questioning
they're
why they're
pushing.
not pushing the damn
They're
thing.
pushing
Come
and
on.
Ingrid can
retaliating.
actually delay this point right now with the minefield. He can just cancel out the main entrance where they can come off to the point since it's the shortest distance. So the Abigail are waiting to dive in again. And they dive
he
in. Yes, they get into to the Mercy. The Mercy's gotten off to the point. Bobby She as Winston has just died to the monkey with a headshot. Minefield has been out, and I think that's gonna be second point right now.
Ew, green
Those
is
swaps seems to
popping
have
off.
paid off on a massive dividends.
Yeah.
And Abigail Kulak is forced to reset, and the bad spawns are all happening right now. They have to back off. They have to back off and reset immediately. It's not gonna end well for them.
And now Team Abigail, Winston switched from Winston to Diva. Let's see how this change-up would change.
I like the swap off to the Diva for the simple reason if Milson's as Hog is able to hook in somebody, Diva can just come in and defense matrix the person, and Abigail Kulak will be able to reset and re-engage. The McCree pick is also good here for the Reaper to help that high pick, and as I say that, Walker takes off his main countermeasure over here. Walker's gonna take the Mega Health back to run away from the team. Slam comes in over from Ingrid. And the minefield comes up by Dixikaku, but unfortunately the team is nowhere nearby to capitalize on that. It's an unfortunate minefield happening on from him. Well, it's a good pickup over from both Hammonds. Both Hammonds are out of the fight. I spoke too soon.
So right now, Team Overwatch has 22 seconds.
Overwatch
Can
is
they
going
actually
for-
get this W?
The Bob comes in over from Ash to try to delay the point any more longer. Walker comes in with the Death Blossom and his Nanner. It's the Beyblade, everyone. Bob is down. Kaino, there's no armor ready up for Abigail Kulak. They have to push the point. They have to drag it into overtime. It's not looking good for them. Both DPSs are down. They can't do much. Dixikaku is trying to stall as long as he can. Bobby has been demed. Ingrid is asleep on spawn, but I don't know how it looks. It looks like Abigail really needs to come in and stall as long as they could. If they can somehow get everyone off point, then it's perfect. High Noon coming in from Spencerino. He doesn't get anybody with it, but Walker kills off FPSs in the Reaper. Minefield coming in over from Ingrid. Gets off Rabbit, but Bobby is able to kill 2 people with the Dead Eye.
Oh, that was
Whoa,
amazing.
my
Abigail
God.
uses the DPS again. They need to clear up this minefield. They really need to clear up the minefield over here. Hook comes in. Abigail don't have any staying potential right now. The minefield comes in over from Dixikaku, is able to buy some time off for his teammates, but they're still staying on point. Death Blossom coming in over from Walker, he gets pretty steep. FPS is able to avoid all of that with the fade. Bomb comes in from Diva, will it be a big bomb? It's a big bomb, it takes off Ingrid. Bobby takes off Reaper with the headshot. It looks like Abigail is finally able to stabilize their matches.
Oh my God.
That's a good hold from Abigail. They used
That
the
was
respawn time to their
beautiful.
advantage and they managed to get off key pickoffs in this fight. It's a very winnable game over from Abigail, but nevertheless, I think Overwatch might have wasted too much time of not wanting to swap to a character that could get to high ground on the second point in Hollywood.
Because once they swapped, it was like, whoa.
But that
Whoa, yo.
switch up for the
Greed.
last second was actually wonderful. They actually managed to push up to the last point, but not very close, but still there. What would you think on the next round would be Archangel?
The background of who?
Excuse me?
The background of? Can you repeat that? I didn't hear. What?
No, I'm saying on that last push just now was really good. They might actually won that, got the third point, but actually sadly they just have few inches about it. But things are pretty going pretty good for team. What's that side? Abigail for now, but
Abigail.
what would yeah? So what do you
Abigail.
think would go on this round, the last round right now?
Abigail just needs to maintain whatever they've been doing. To be honest, we can't really tell what the weaknesses were on Abigail at a second point because when they were defending for the simple reason, Overwatch never really gave them a reason to worry since they were only playing ground heroes with the Hanzo only being the only character to contest the high ground. But now that they are attacking, it looks like they're going to go with a full dive setup over here. So Abigail will have their work cut out for them because they got an Arista Hog and a Reaper and an Echo in the back line. So it's going to be a very burst damagey defense comp on this first point of Hollywood over here. They've already set up on the high ground, spending damage on the right. Spencerina's waiting on the side to see what's happening. Diva sees it, she moves on to the right side corridor.
And one of the Tracer just went to the back so quick. They're literally tapping in really hard.
The dive comes in, he's trying to boost people up. It's an excellent dynamite over by Ash and FPS. FPS on Ash. Immortality field comes down, Bobby should take some rocket on Echo. Fortunately, it faces down, Dixie comes in with a meter slam, the dive comes in. Book comes in from Kanino. He has to get up to be in the safe spot. He has to protect his team. It looks like Abigu's a bit split over right now, trying to do a Crimson maneuver, but it's not really working. Ash goes down. Hog has been anti-nated over on Overwatch, so it's not working really well, and I think Abigu might have to reset over here. Yeah, they have to reset. It's gonna be a brutal stagger over onto Bobby on D.Va. They're trying to protect him, but Bobby doesn't have any ledge he can just jump off on to try to reset. Dixie comes in with the minefield. It's a quick minefield, by the way. Immortality field comes in and saves everyone on the team. Bobby takes out the minefield, but they really need to make some damage. That's the first sacrificial. That's the first sacrifice. Sacred's down. No more main healing. Lens goes down by Rocket, and Bobby dies. Yeah, I think this is a full reset on by Abigu again. They lost both the DPSs too soon when the fight barely even started.
Wow, that is
The point
so
is still on
stylish.
Overwatch side as Abigu resets and to commence another attack.
Abigu need to have some sustained power on the point here. They need to pick their dives carefully, but I don't know if dive is gonna work really well against an Echo and a Reaper, you know?
Yes. Seems like the Overwatch are trying to counter their Pharah by being another, you know, a
The
flying
bomb comes in to try
hero.
to make up some space, and the Imp only kills the Immortality Field. Excellent Immortality Field placement by Sacred. He was waiting for it. Whole Hawk comes up with a supercharger. The 4-man EMP, then the bomb comes in over by Rocket, it doesn't get anybody, but he does take out FPS. The supercharger is down over for Overwatch, and once again they've stabilized on point. Kishikaku finally falls to the Reaper. What? Bobby falls. Oh no, this is not looking good for Abigu. And Dixikaku has to make a swap. He has to play. Yes, he's going to the Sigma, and Bobby is going over to the Zarya. So, whole lot of swaps happening over on Abigu's side.
Also, Kanino is switching to Brigitte.
I think he's gonna give the armor to the part to make her stay alive in the air longer. That being said, Bobby dies again. It's an excellent hook up by Overwatch.
FPS gets picked off by Echo.
The problem with Abigu is that, I mean, it's love, by the way. I love you guys.
Okay.
Go ahead.
You should call them the one that you called them earlier.
Abigu only has 60 seconds to capture the first point. Now, if they really want to get the point, I don't think they mind losing the match, but they need to draw out ultimates from Overwatch, and they're not using any ultimates. Spencer Reed on Reaper still has the Death Blossom, which he has had for a very, very long time.
FPS might go in for justice right now because it's a huge pig.
Death Blossom comes in and takes out 2 people. Bobby takes out, but it's not going to be enough. The rest comes in. Oh no! This is not looking good for Abigu Shuag.
They have 30 seconds. Can they
They have
change the
nothing.
game? Can they turn the tables?
They have nothing to work with. Rocket's gonna have a copy, but I don't know if he's gonna copy. I think I would prefer Rocket to copy the break to give the team some armor rally.
Yes. That would be a fine choice because that's what they need for sustainability right now.
He's gonna try to flank Bobby Shi. Bobby Shi still has the graph. Okay. He copies the Sigma. The graph comes in. Immortality fills up, but it's not really protecting anybody.
Someone needs to touch.
Dixikaku is trying to do his best, and Lens just immediately falls. There's nothing more they can do about it. Dixikaku comes in with the grab, and Bobby manages to pick up Ingrid, but Ingrid's gonna get rested back up. So the main tank is still in the team for Overwatch. Walker comes back out of his copy mode. Bobby loses his Immortality Matrix. Karino gets a kill onto Sacred, at least that's a start, but Bobby Shi has fallen, and that's the main brawling DPS done. That being said, Karino and Bobby are cleaning up the DPS, and it looks like, at the final hurdle, Abigu Chubak is finally gonna capture the point.
With a team kill.
There's a wonderful turn to table right about at the last seconds. It is
That was
a
an
wonderful
that
game
was
right
all
here.
started by Kanino. Kanino managed to get a pickup onto the Baptiste, which basically cancelled out all the main healing over from Overwatch. Once that happened, it basically was like an easy win over for them to just win the point over. But if Abigu was smart, they need to pressure the high ground. They gotta be careful. Ingrid's gonna go over to the wrecking ball to try to get some displacements over to them. And it seems like they want to play on point, but they can't do it because of the Reaper and the Zarya. Milson's on the hog has his whole hog ready for him, and Abigut doesn't have any ultimates to work with since they used everything on that last fight. Rock comes in, doesn't catch anybody. Ingrid is falling very, very low. That being said, Milson picks up FPS over on the Reaper, and their main damage dealer for him is out.
Seems like the Thrower Watch are literally pushing all Abigu's teams are away
I
from
like-
the payload.
I like the style that
literally-
Overwatch is doing. They're playing on the card, trying to delay as much, trying to take up as much time off the time as well. Spencerina falls, Bobishi manages to kill off the Reaper and kills off Echo's copy. Spencerina comes back onto the Mercy Res. That Blossom comes in, takes off FPS and takes Shikaku, and yeah, it's a full reset for Abigushua. Abigushua only have a rally armor and what's the name? Echo's copying ability. I don't play Echo, so I won't know her out. And another once again, wholesome swaps coming in from wholesome swaps. Wow, Justin. Whole lot of swaps happening or coming over from Abigushua. They're going back to the pharmacy? They're not going with the pharmacy, they're just going with the Farah. Kind of looks like it's gonna be the armor provider over to Farah. Bobby still has the copying ability. Karino initiates with rally, but he has to be with the team in order to get ready. Nice pickup by Bobby Shake, kills off Echo. Ingrid has to back off. He's already so low and he's already intimidated. That being said, they've already lost Cat on Mercy as well. Bobby Shake is really carrying this team as hard as he possibly can right now.
Team Abigu has like 30 seconds and
Team
they left
Abigu,
the
you need to
payload.
get the point moving, Abigu!
No, go back! You still. What are these people?
The point! Oh my god, get on the
Oh my
point!
god.
You haven't been that much distance, get on
Does
the
someone
point!
remember? Someone remember? Oh my god, that.
This is incredibly bad. That was an almost C9 over there, and oh my god, I don't know how much time that has basically bought Overwatch to come back to the point and recontest
It
it.
was like 20
Ingrid has-
seconds that left the payload.
They have Vel to keep the team alive, and Ingrid basically has Minefield, so he can just land on the point to make sure they can ensure a C9. That being said, Bobby is already fallen, and this is not good. Overwatch has lost the Mercy, and Abigail has just lost their main healers to the Minefield. They have to stay on point, they can't lose anything else. Reaper's gonna go off in the distance, FPS falls off, and Kanino falls off easily. Hopping onto the D.Va, they get the D.Va bomb, and it looks like that's gonna be it. Oh no! Oh
Good
no,
game
Abigail
for
C9, that
Abigail, see that F to the chat
Oh,
for them.
no.
F to the chat for them.
It was a good fight, but man, oh man, that was painful to watch.
Painful to watch. Even the commentary, even the narrator,
I was
whatsoever.
zooming
It was
up
so
and down to go,
hard.
I was basically zooming up and down to tell them to go back to point.
Oh my goodness.
Even though I was not watching the game, but I can feel the pain of having to watch a team C9 the payload. Oh my.
That was an excellent
precious
fight.
20 seconds.
That was an
of
excellent fight from two teams who have a lot to give on the table. And I have a very funny feeling that these two are not done with each other yet. So maybe in the next tournament we'll be able to see them come back. So for
Yes.
now, guys, that concludes your third place and fourth place finishing. We'll now proceed to the finals
Okay.
in the next coming minutes. We'll see you after the break.
Nice.
Okay.
Okay. Justin, can you tell them to get ready and
Is it
we'll.
paused now, Harry?
Huh? Yes. What? No, go ahead.
Hera?
Tell them to get ready. Tell them to get ready.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Let's grab someone from like Abigu, and let's.
You said you wanted to take us separate. Yeah, put Tim inside.
Okay.
Abigu's out. I'm so disappointed.
I'm so angry.
No. Let's Hi Bobby, we're gonna interview you, and let's grab Greed. Move to narrator. Hi guys.
Hello. Guys.
Hello team
Hi, guys.
captains. Hello team captains. We are gonna interview you. How do you feel being the second winners? Slash no, actually no, third and fourth winners. There are no losers in this game.
Wonderful.
Is anyone gonna talk? Like Jesus.
Okay. So
Can
first
you
of all,
ask me?
Overwatch.
Yes.
Okay, first of all, Overwatch. What happened during that clutch push that made your team push the payload so far, even though it was so close to the brink of losing it all? What happened?
With me?
Yes.
I just don't know. We tried the paano ba to? Kasi ginagawa namin kaninang strat is yung mismong like brawl comp.
Okay, wait, let me translate that.
I mean,
The strat
how
they
do
were
you-
doing is brawl comp. Go ahead.
I mean, yeah, bro, I play Ryan, so it's not working. they playing dive. So, wala rin nagpla-flank sa amin nun. So, ang ginawa na lang namin is, like, we
There were
took
no
our-
flankers, so they did.
Yeah, I play ball. I play ball.
Yes.
Play dive.
I play ball.
Yes.
Play
Counter
ball.
their dive comp, so I need to dive them also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay.
It's a
Okay.
big brain play, so I think that's the reason. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
the high ground control is so hard to.
Oh, and Bobby. Bobby is from Abigu Hiwag.
Okay.
How do you
Okay.
feel?
Dude, I think I need
How
to check my prescriptions. My Adderall's not working.
Okay.
No, what?
So
No, what?
anyway, guys. So this is Bobby and this is Greed. They're very shy. Okay. Both of them
Do
are
you
shy.
not hear me?
Be friends. Be friends. Okay.
Hera, wait, sorry
Yes.
guys. Hera, do I tell the teams to get ready for the finals now?
Yeah. Yeah. Get them here.
I'll go.
Yeah,
I'll go and drop.
Yeah. Drag them to the stage.
To the
Okay. Can I
stage.
interview Bobby?
Yes. Interview Bobby.
Okay, Bobby. So, first of all, I want to say, really, really good clutch cap right there. It was really breathtaking to watch. You all the members of your team getting on the point, and getting that clutch cap is key. But what I'm curious about is what happened at the last moments of the round.
You mean like at the very end?
Yeah, at the very end, what
end.
happened that made you lose the round? What happened right there?
No, lose is a terrible word. Beget.
No, we lost it. We lost it.
Okay, fine.
I was playing with my monitor turned off, so we kind of got picked early.
Oh shit.
And, snowball effect.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think next time turn on your monitor. I feel like that's such a big, a big thing.
Considering I'm already playing with IP.
Yeah. Oh yeah, how's Europe, Bobby?
I was hoping, my aimbot would work. That's why I turned off my monitor. But there's some glitches, and I still have to pay the monthly fee.
Hera, you have to.
I was hoping
invite all
to
of them in.
win the tournaments, the $6, so I can pay my aimbot software, but I guess not.
Okay. Okay. Alright. It's a very good comments
Can
that
we
you
invite
had.
everyone now? Ready, actually?
Yes. Okay, let's
Haribo.
yeah, let's go back to back to Abiguyuag and then back to Thrower Watch. Yes, I did it. I did it. I said the actual. Ah, my goodness.
Gotta like, wait, are we still on stream? Like
Yes,
the
we are still on
commentator?
stream. Yes, we are still on stream.
Never mind.
I don't know how I'm going to be able to talk for a long time. Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Oh.
And Duvo for the thing.
Like, for some reason, like, I feel like Blizzard is trying to DDoS me on purpose because I can still talk on Discord, but like my Overwatch just completely doesn't want me to watch. Doesn't want me to watch.
I think when they watch the Hollywood game, they're going to hear me say, "Get on the point, amigo, the point."
I
No,
think
it's like-
I think some of them already sees it, man. I heard it over there.
Oh my god.
No,
My
Tim, I
goodness.
think Overwatch doesn't want you to see this the spectator of how they play because they don't want you to say retaliate.
But
That's for
but
sure.
no, like it really infuriates me because like it feels like they're DDoSing me on purpose. Like, whoa, everything was fine, but no, Overwatch decide, nope, you're not gonna watch this game. You're not gonna get any notes on your paper. You're just gonna be there and ask questions like a fucking idiot, So, I mean, it's kind of fun.
Okay,
Yeah.
what do you guys, since we're not streaming right now, we're all taking a break. What do you guys think of the commentary?
And
Okay,
we are back.
welcome.
Ladies and
Okay.
gentlemen,
The finale.
The
Winner
finale.
takes all. Who will get the big W on this last match?
We are now in my favorite map, everybody.
she
Yeah,
loves
bro.
the reason why this is Hera's favorite map is because this is where Hook Me Daddy was born, and she made a music video out of it. And the third part, and the second one is that she saw a monk get shot in the head over here, so she
No, I
loves
just
death.
really love this. I just love this map.
No, there's a reason behind it.
There's always a reason behind
Welcome
it.
to the grand finals, everyone. It's going to be a little bit different on this side. It's going to be a best of 3 series over here, and whoever wins this map, whoever's the loser of this first map, will get to pick the second map. So it should provide an interesting dynamic as to how the
Yeah.
finals are being
Yeah,
played.
something,
Exactly.
something,
It's not
something
really-
fairness. Something,
Yeah.
something.
Something. Exactly.
Something, something fairness.
Okay, I want to ask the other commentators, what do you think about Honey Badgers and the dynamic duo, which is Hairball and Despair? What do you think about them?
Agent Rufus.
Okay. Well, 100% for sure. Wait. So you're asking me?
Yes, we are.
No. What was the comment again? What's the question again? I can't fucking brain dead. That's one thing. I'm brain dead at the moment. What was it again, Tim?
What do you think of the duo combination between Haribo and Despair?
I like their combination because there's, for what I know, most of the time, Haribo is the main tank, and also every time we always see a Tracer as for Despair. You know,
I just like to point out the duo, but the duo is not playing. Despair is not playing.
Oh my god.
But there is,
No.
they have a duo, not a duo.
Duo has always been there. All right, so it looks like the match is about to start. Honey Badgers is going on with what?
And there.
And there
Vista
goes
Hall
Tim.
with a power jumper. There goes Tim. The
Alright.
first casualty of this finals is Tim.
Yeah, but don't worry, he'll be resurrected once
DC
more.
Nations is playing with a Rhine Zarya, Bab Ana, with a McCree Reaper to help the far range over here. Hawk comes in, immortality fields being used over by
And
DC Nations and nothing happens.
and also the fireworks at the background.
So Oreo gets the first pick onto the junket. That's a major portion of the DPS being done. Haribo has to be careful. He can't just simply hook people out of nowhere. Joji gets an awesome pick onto Flo. There goes the main tank, and yeah, this is looking really, really messy over here for Honey Badgers. They gotta be really, really careful. They have to reset. Not a bad
What I-
start.
Yeah. DC Nations are really good at this point. But the Batiste is up there, like just keeping the teammates are healing for the background. So let's just see how would the Honey Badgers take the tables turn or something. I don't know.
All the turntables.
All the turntables,
Yeah.
my friend.
Hook comes in over from Sir Oreo, but he's able to have himself up with the bubble. Close shave over there by Sir Oreo. He gets to maintain his life, and all the more important, he gets to maintain that 5% charge, allowing him to get that grab, which he almost has. The push is coming in over from DC Nations, and there comes the barrage. And I think that's it. That's that. Done and dusted. Move on to point
That's
B.
an F for me. That's an F for me right there. But
I'm not
anyways,
sure what was the point of the amplification matrix, because when the amplification matrix, everybody crowded in behind it when they had no immortality field, so it was a bit of a risky decision to use that ultimate over there. That basically gave what's the fire's name, Duvo, all the opportunity in the world to just barrage, hence them winning the point.
Yeah.
And the best part is they only won it with one ultimate. Honey Badgers now have almost 4 ultimates they can work with over here. Make it 5, Fireball almost has the whole hog. So Oreo only has a grab and a Nana Boost and an Earth Shatter, so this should be...
The Risa as well almost got his
A Shatter comes
charge
in.
as well.
Riptire comes in over from the back. Can he get anybody? He doesn't get anybody, he fails, he breaks. Supercharger comes in over from the go with the flow. Nana Boost has been used, they really want to push this point ahead. The grab comes in, but I don't think he's gonna get anybody. That person comes in with a bubble on him. Does he get anybody? He gets everybody.
Wow.
Ooh, F's in the chat and also huge.
How many kills was that? How many kills was that?
4.
4.
From who?
DC Nation stabilized for the moment, but they had
For,
to use everything.
For Ken Reaper, for
Alt economy on both teams have finally been
just
reset.
DC Nations.
In your opinion, Tim, both teams are not running a Lucio. Why do you think they're not running a Lucio, especially on King's Row? You have an Orisa Hog on one side and a Rhine Zarya on the other side. Why do you think they not want to play the Lucio?
one, they might be going for a better healing output since their tanks are their main priority. They want to keep them alive, so they were going for a healing output that's higher than Lucio because you all know that Lucio is known rather for his speed more than his healing. It shines more, so they're probably going for a bigger heals, like big heal energy.
Interesting take on it. But I guess you can say since King's Road doesn't really have that much of a space to move around, so I can see that the Lucio is not really something both teams have been wanting to play since there's not a lot of space to work around. That being said, DC Nations really are building up ultimates again, and DC Nations need to play around their Reinhardt a bit more since the Reinhardt almost has his shadow. He's coming back to the point right now, and the payload's just about to touch around the corner. Duvo is just going uncontested on the ground, in the air as far unless Joji can get a good flank and a McCree kill. That's an excellent huge Earth Shatter over by Flo. Oh, sorry, Fumofu. Can they take advantage of it though?
There was the nano, and now they're pushing it back. And there goes Harpo using the ult, pushing all the enemy teams back.
It seems that DC Nations don't want to take the fight aggressively when they have already won. They just want to stay on the point, delay from progressing any more further, therefore taking time off the clock. Ken Reaper somehow manages to get a kill off the Pharah, and that's a huge anti, but unfortunately doesn't lead to anything done. And it's a hard reset over by Honey Badgers.
It seems like Honey Badgers will have to go back to spawn and commence another attack on DC Nation.
Yeah.
They do have a Riptide to work with over here, but judging from what they have over on DC Nation side, I don't see the jungler getting much value. They have a Grab and a McCree Deadeye, but the tire has to be perfect. If the tire isn't good, then getting at least 1 or 2 picks, important key picks, then I don't see Honey Badgers being able to push into the end of second point. We only have a 1.5 minutes left in the game anyway.
I feel like if the Tire manages to get the support in the backline, they'll have an easy push, pushing through all the DPSs and everything because the support seems to be the key to this survivability.
Rev comes in with an anti-nade. Good Tire comes in, will he get anybody? He gets to, big enough, he gets to, Doji uses the ultimate and he fails miserably.
That's an F in the chat for Ken Reaper and Fumofu. F. Hold on.
Yeah.
Finally, Honey Badgers will be finally able to push the card further than what they would normally want, but they had to invest some of their most key ultimates in that game. Haribo uses the whole hog to push people off the point. There's a big anti coming on them, but they don't have any staying power to contest the payload anymore. Alex is going really aggro on this Junkrat. I get the buffs were good, but I don't think he should be playing that aggressive. Reaper comes in with a Shadow. The Shadow doesn't get anybody. Barrage comes in, takes off the Reaper.
And Zarya.
Joji gets both DPSs on the Ashe. That's a quick swap and an excellent turnaround over for them. Haribo gets the kill over onto the Ana. Can they get the Oreo? Can they kill Oreo? Can they kill the cookie? Can they kill the cookie?
With 20 seconds on the clock,
Haribo
will need to start
on this point. He needs help and he's there. He can't stop.
No.
ET back on the point, and that was an average for him.
They have 10 seconds on the clock.
He was gonna go over to the Doomfist to try to get to the point. Or try to get a 1-pick potential over here. That's not gonna happen. Graf comes in to stall people off the point, Nano goes on to flow, he's trying to stall, he gets shattered. He's gonna get charged off the point. Overtime has been triggered though, so yeah, but it's not looking too good over for Honey Badgers. They've already lost most of their teammates already. Bubble comes in. Yeah, it's not looking too good over for them. Fumofu is just going ham on this Reinhardt, killing over a sleeping Ryan and an anti-mated Mercy, and I think that's gonna be the end of the push. And round 1.
That is the end of round 1.
What do you think, Tim? How do you think DC Nations approach that fight?
I feel like I feel like with that. Okay, I'm gonna talk specifically about that Zarya at the end because they specifically said that for the end of the fight where they need to keep the Honey Badgers from getting back to the payload and extending the fight any longer. So they did really good with that. They actually won the point by, just collaborating and picking off people one by one. Not anything to mind blowing, but they did their job correctly, and that led to a really successful defend on the payload.
Show that sometimes when it comes to the finals of some major league tournament, you don't always need to be flashy to get those wins. You just gotta do the basics. You gotta do the basics best.
Yeah, you have to be able to do the basics before you do the flashies, Yeah.
Flashies.
Flashies.
Hera loves some flashes.
What? No, I'm just making sound
Yeah.
effects.
Yeah, you made sound effects on the word flashy, so that says a lot. So one
Just
time
like right now, what you did just now. Flashes.
Flashes.
So about to begin the defense over from Honey Badgers, and they're still going with the same lineup. But Duvo's going to be playing the McCready's going to get a pickup potential, and it looks like Joji's going to be playing the Widow, probably to get a
Ooh, I'm
pick
so
potential.
excited with the Widow.
Ooh,
Oh my god.
finally.
Finally, we get some
I'm not
cool
sure.
gameplay here. Oh my god.
That
Come
is
on,
harsh.
pop some heads, my dude.
Oh, Joji's
That's what I want to
no,
see.
It's almost
he's not
like
going back to
I'll.
spawn. So I guess we're going to be seeing a Widow gameplay over here. Duvo has to be careful. Alex has to be careful. They don't have anybody that can contest the Widow over here. That being said, Flo dies over to the Reaper, and Reaper will be able to push into the point.
And there goes
Fumofu
Tim again.
gets stunned. Arbo's on the right. Anti-nade. Fumofu falls with the anti-nade. That's an excellent anti-nade over by Psychomaniac. He's a maniac, alright. That being said, Alex and Duvo have been anti-naded as well. The shield's being low over for Haribo. He has to back off. He has to reset with his team.
And
Should
there
never seen
they
Haribo
go.
on Ryan before.
There they go.
Haribo doesn't have any much shield to do. They can't do much. This is going to be an easy full point capture.
Okay,
DC Nation.
hold up. Can I slide in just a bit? Haribo's not doing. I mean, he is doing very good on this gameplay, but one thing he has missed out on. I mean, he's missing his one piece. Despair.
Yeah.
Think about it. His dynamic
Oh,
duo.
no.
Both of them are literally. Basically, those dynamic duo, they're literally pretty good. But here in this match, he doesn't have him. What can he do? That's the question right now. But right now, yeah, go on.
You go ahead. You go ahead.
So for what I know, Team DC Nation, they're pushing the payload really fast right now in 5 minutes right now. And what would Honey Badger do right now? That's another
Right
thing.
now? I don't
Yeah.
know, man. That's
They're-
that's a start. They took up do not take on the mercy with a headshot.
Ooh, get a headshot. Oh,
That's
that's
an extra
yeah,
information on what they
see.
want to do. Someone is trying to hold the point. They can have to point push on forward a bit more longer. Lawlessness comes in, Graph comes in, Shadow comes in. Fumoku is fallen, but there's no one to follow up since they're caught in the Graph. DC Nations can just be patient with this fight. That being said, Duvo's on the flank, getting 2 kills over onto the Ana and the Widowmaker. Can he get 3?
Ooh,
He
got the
got
3.
He gets a 4. That was
Slap,
all
slap,
Duvo.
yeah.
That was an excellent pincer maneuver, starting off all on by Duvo. And Cyclone and Honey Badgers are able to stabilize
Claim
themselves
the
for now.
Yeah,
That's gonna be a tall order since they have 4.5 minutes to defend this next point.
yes.
And if you are DC Nations, you wouldn't be worried since you have 4.5 minutes to build some ultimates. That being said, the Nano Boost and the Earth Shatter are already coming up. If these 2 fights are able to end with just 1 ultimate, I think it's gonna be a quick round 1.
Yeah.
Quick map 1.
Round 2.
Shatter comes in, it's a
Ooh,
huge.
that's huge.
That's a huge,
Yeah,
huge.
Shatter.
Alexi
Oh.
gets behind. Who comes in from Duvo? Can he get anybody? He gets the Zarya, so there's no bubble coming into the team. Both main tanks are down. Haribo's able to get the pickup, and that's it. Once again, Honey Badgers are able to stabilize themselves, and Joji, he has to be careful. I feel like Joji's under a lot of pressure over here to get some pickups on this Widowmaker, but if the alleyways are going to be this narrow, and the shields are constantly going to be up, he's going to struggle a lot. I spoke too soon.
She got clapped on, that's for sure. Anyways, right now they're all grouping up. DC Nation
Yeah,
are just all
just-
grouping up in the back over there, slowly pushing in.
They can't play the Widow into this team, so they're going over to the McCree. Joji did smart thing and played over on the McCree, so he's gonna try to get some pickups with the McCree itself. Honey Badgers have 4 ultimates to work with over here. They can just take their time if they're smart with their ultimates, which they have been quite smart with lately throughout this entire tournament.
Right now, there's 2 minutes and 45 seconds for them to
Just
push.
flanking. Oh, this is not looking good. They lost both main tanks and they have no sustenance on the point, and this is not looking good over from Honey Badgers. They had so many ultimates they could have done and they could have used, but they chose not to use it, thinking they could win the fight. Dragon comes in, but the immortality feels there, and that's not gonna amount to anything. GG's for map 1, guys.
Map 1,
Whoa.
GG.
It was unfortunate. It's really frustrating because DC Nations were basically going in with no ult advantage.
Oh, it's pretty
Ooh,
good,
we
man.
got a POTG from Duvu.
Dude, oh, look at
Dude.
these. Yeah.
The immortality feel was not right. It was just a bit too forward. Honey Badgers shouldn't be too upset with how they've been playing. They've been playing quite well, actually. It's just unfortunate they couldn't be able to use their ultimates on time.
That is true.
It's a bit of an awareness problem on their side, but nevertheless, we go on to map 2. This time, Honey Badgers will be able to pick off their next map. Round 2 starts in a few minutes, guys. We'll see you after the break.
Hello, honey badgers. Hi, we are gonna
Oh,
interview
they.
you.
I think they went to take a break.
Oh, okay, an actual break. So whoever's here, hello, hi,
Mm-hmm.
how are you
Please,
feeling?
if you are here.
Say oh hi.
Yeah.
So
So
guys, I just had to ask you a question. You guys were actually doing really well on the defense. Actually, to be honest, you were really holding down your own. But I just gotta ask, what was going through your mind when you guys realized you had 4 ultimates that were never used?
Oops. Shit.
Oh
My
yeah,
bad.
Marco.
Oops.
The moment the Ryan died, it all just collapsed. We had a game plan for that also.
We have a plan, but it didn't work.
Unfortunate. But how do you guys feel now that you guys have the pick for the next map? What is your
Wait.
strategy going to this next round?
Well, as our motto for Honey Badger.
honey
You don't give a shit. I like that. I like that.
Oh my
I like
god.
that. Sometimes you don't need a plan. Just go in all Leroy Jenkins. That's the best plan you can do, actually.
Full on YOLO, you know what I mean?
And I know what you mean, man. I do.
You know, sometimes the
Yeah.
best strat is no strat.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
My god.
Wait,
We
can
just
we
play
send
on
that
my
video
good for
to
that.
Justin so he know why we name our group that? Where's the video? Where's the
There is
video?
a there is There's a meme. We know the meme.
What?
Yeah, it's like, what the fuck?
I need to scroll
No,
out.
I just came back. I was in another call again.
It's okay.
Oh, with
Oh
who?
my god.
With who?
With a person who's gonna take care of the fucking transportation on fucking June 1st, Luna.
Oh.
That's
Oh.
what-
Aaron, hi.
Hello.
Hello, Aaron. Hello, child.
It's my child.
Grandchild. Okay, let's
Wait,
talk
I'm a
to the
grandchild?
tanks. Haribo, I've never seen you play Ryan before. What made
yeah,
you do it?
Oh,
So-
and we already
so
agreed that
basically-
we swap him out.
So basically, right, we don't give a shit what we do, so we just pick on what we want.
Oh my god.
Haribo wanted a ride.
Flo, how did you feel about that? Your character getting disrespected like that?
You did good. You did good. You did good. You did good.
Oh my god, you guys are great.
We have to stay to our motto, guys.
Hey man, we gotta be loyal to our fucking motto, bro. We made this team with our heart, right?
Wow.
Actually, not really. We made this team because they just didn't give a shit.
What the heck?
And honey badgers came up, so honey badgers don't give a shit. It goes together.
It seems you guys aren't really too bothered by the loss that you guys had. Like, why would you be? You guys actually managed to pull it to a very, very close game.
Bro,
It
they're
should be an
second
interesting
place
round two.
for now. They might
now.
be, yeah, they might be retaliating soon.
We might not know. We might be playing some psychological games here.
Psychological warfare. Ooh.
You wanna make them think that you're bad, but then you actually manage to hit them in general.
Yeah, you gotta turn
No,
them
I'm not-
tables.
I'm not hinting anything. I really don't give a shit here. I'm not really. I'm not hinting anything. I don't give a shit.
Oh god. Once they think you are bad, right, then you get turned on and then boom, whack them hard back.
Oh, I like that word. We get turned on. Are we turned on, guys?
I'll quote that.
Good. That can be your new motto.
I don't give a shit. I'm turned on.
Oh my goodness.
I'm so on right now.
Oh yes, of course.
I was always.
Are you turned, guys?
I mean,
Are you
again,
turned?
Justin, legit
Yes.
before this whole tournament thingy started, Hyro is actually so wet everywhere.
So wet everywhere. What?
Alright. Let me explain. Let me give you some context here.
Please do. You're live on Twitch.
No. Basically, before the tournament starts, in my bathroom, right? The plumber, the water pole thing, it broke.
The water pipe, not water pole.
Somehow broke. Okay, it somehow broke.
Okay.
And I have to get some towels and some buckets to
Okay.
get a towel and squeeze the water out from the towel and put it in the bucket and throw it outside. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean like I'm like here with my fucking knees weak and my arms are like fucking
Spaghetti,
red from all the squeezing the
The towels.
squeezing
Towels.
the towels. Yeah.
Oh, it's okay. I understand what you mean actually. Thank you for clarifying.
So low key, my arms are all warmed up, so I can do my pokes.
Your hands are all warmed up. Okay.
Yeah.
Still gotta pick a map, guys. Still gotta pick a map, guys.
Yes,
you gotta
pick a map. Yeah.
Pick a next one. Yeah,
Pick a
next one.
map
Pick a map.
now.
Yeah,
So
we
we
want
have
the,
Volskaya or Dorado.
We want the Russian one.
Are you
Dorado?
all?
Yeah, Dorado.
Oh my god.
Wait, what?
Oh my god.
It's now.
Nah, Volskaya.
No.
Are you
Wait,
sure?
Volskaya or Dorado? Volskaya or Dorado?
Dorado. We're doing Dorado. Look, I don't
Okay,
give a shit.
Dorado.
Go Dorado.
Are you
Let's go
sure?
Dorado.
Yes.
Can
Yeah,
you
let's
guys
go.
like vote?
Yeah, Dorado.
Okay,
I vote
Dorado.
with the
Okay, guys, I'm gonna go over to the enemy team, DC Nations, my enemy. I'm gonna tell them that they are currently choosing the next map. Okay, so just that's the pick.
Okay. We go
I wonder what
into-
the next one.
Hello, DC Nation.
What is it going to be, Hera? Dorado?
Yes, they said Dorado.
Oh, okay, they want Dorado, so you guys are going to go to Dorado. So good luck, guys. All the best.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Okay.
Let's go back.
All right, we are back.
Wet, and his hands are warm, and something about getting turned on so hard. It was a weird conversation, but it was fun.
Okay.
Not by that.
Alright, guys. So update. I might not need to be disconnected anymore because like I have a stream to watch on now. So like everything is fine. Everything's Gucci.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice,
Perfect.
nice.
Which means
but-
I can actually be part of this right now instead of actually being freaking disconnecting every 5 seconds. Why?
I don't need to talk so much now.
I mean, like, no, I enjoy your commentary. I enjoyed, the, yeah.
There's a big
Are
uh-oh.
actually gonna start to blast out again. Team can actually just drink water and just listen to the conversation.
I just put a stream tube of water into my mouth while I'm constantly talking like blah, 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 blah.
They'll be like,
Okay, guys, Hera, you might need to compile every time I DC and like turn it into a montage. Tim DC montage,
There'll be nearly 20 times.
It's more than 20 times, that's for sure. Let's just put it that way.
Just zoom in on Team DC with the song playing at the back.
I know. Okay, they are ready. Is this right? Are they defend attack?
Oh, so
It
they
doesn't
go
matter,
into
doesn't matter.
the map Doritos. Okay.
Actually, I'll ask him match chat actually. Who wants to attack and defend first? Should we ask that? Okay, I'll go.
Actually, just flip the coin. Like,
Yeah, you just flip for me actually.
just flip the
Alright.
coin.
Yeah, flip a coin in the chat.
Just chat to all, and then you right there
Okay,
flip the coin.
Yeah, just type there. Who wants to attack first? And let the team leaders decide.
Head or
Okay.
tail.
Attack and defend. Okay, let them make their pick. Like head or tails or body. What?
Kara, my brother was watching the stream just now. Yeah, he was like, he came up and he told me, Justin, it's a good thing you can speak really fast. There's a lot of things happening.
Okay, let me see. I have a coin right here. Now.
Done.
Hey Siri. Flip a coin.
Flip a coin. Alright.
Heads.
Seriously? Wait, who's
Yeah.
heads? DC or Honey Badger?
Honey Badger's are saying.
Honey's head? Okay. Hits. His head.
Somebody put in the chat Haribo. Somebody put in the chat Haribo tank Omega lol. Yeah, it says lol. The emote. Oh man. Total Haribo. Why are you telling us we're just commentating?
Yeah, blue is defending. Yeah,
Okay,
blue is defending.
You're the person
So
with
there- Okay,
control.
so Honey Badger.
I thought the blue was defending. Oh wait, they are defending. Okay, yeah, sorry.
Gucci. Just start and have a look.
Yeah, if this isn't right, I'll just like restart it again.
Second match.
Are we live?
Honey
Yes,
Badger.
we are live.
And I am back.
And I can see.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen.
And I better not see team left the game.
Don't worry.
You guys will be like, oh frick.
Imagine he DC from
Welcome
Discord
back
as well.
everyone to
Oh, frick.
round 2 of the grand finals between Team DC Nations and Team Honey Badgers.
I was trying to control the camera as if I was in the game.
That's so sad.
We are so good.
I'm so proud of this community.
So Dorado seems to be Team Honey Badger's pick since they're more comfortable on playing the escort map. So DC Nations has their work cut out for them. DC Nations really just need to win one more game to win the entire tournament, and Honey Badgers are basically fighting for their place in the finals and the championship. everybody wants that high resolution $6 drawing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got it ready. I got it ready. It's on my. It's on the cloud
Thing-
now. It's ready to be shared to the winning team.
And here we go on Honey Badger, and he has his pair.
It seems the dynamic duo of Haribo and Despair are back.
Once more, and look at that.
It looks like they're
As
going
I
with
say,
a Ryan Hog, Tracer, McCree. They're going back to old school from what they were playing on the first map itself. So when they were playing on in the semi-finals, so it seems to be something they're more comfortable on. And it looks like DC Nations are going with a full dive with Echo and Reaper. Reaper doesn't really fit into a dive, but we'll see what happens.
His name is Ken Reaper. I mean, come on, guys.
He can Reaper, yes, I know he can Reaper. Ball's gonna go to the back. This guy is doing whatever he can do on Tracer. The dive comes in from Joji to get the pick onto the Tracer. He manages to escape. Fumofu was able to knock people off. Or so he tried to. Reinhardt's still on the point. Dive comes in and Duvo is able to get 2-3 picks, and that's the end of the first push by DC Nations.
alright.
They still want to contest this. They still want to push the payload as much as they can without the rest of their team. It just seems like Fumofu's going to try to get some all charge, but he's very, very low and he might have pushed too far. That's gonna be a bad reset.
That's in the chat. That's in the chat for that man.
Honey Badgers are playing extremely close to the payload, but they need to be careful. Flows are already anti it and he doesn't have a shield. He has to wait for at least 5 seconds for the shield to come back. Haribo is asleep on the job. That's not what you want your Hawk to be doing. That being said, Despair manages to pick up the back line and Duvo is able to get a pickup onto Joji on the Echo. Easy pickup, hard reset over for DC Nations, and they have to wait for the team.
Okay, what do you think? Where's the advantage lie over here? Like, is it over to the Badgers or to the DC Nation? What do you think?
From what I'm seeing, I don't see DC Nations getting any value out of this Reaper. It's been 2.5 minutes, and the Reaper only has above 50% ult charge. Fumofu has to go over to the Diva to negate some of this damage coming in, but Flo and Haribo just have to maintain their presence on point to just stay on the cart. All they have to do is just stay on the cart and not play so aggressively because this Reaper is not getting much value. So Oreo and Diva go all over to the high ground to try to contest, and they dive into the backline with the bubble. Despair uses his recall. Can Reaper uses his fate, but he's not getting much value out of it, and oh, Fumofu just gets D-magged easily. It's a hard reset again. Duvo is just going ham on this McCree.
Honey Badger support is activating her Valkyrie and healing the team.
There we go. We're 2.5 minutes in, and Ken Reaper finally has his Death Blossom. Maybe he can work something with it, but he has to make sure it works. Despair, not really needing to use Pulse Bomb for that, but I think he's just styling on them.
That is true.
I have a bad feeling that Honey Badgers have a lot of denial for the Reaper ult that's coming real soon from the DC Nations. And I feel like the flank has to be perfect in order for the ult to work out, because if anything, the ult will just get denied by the shields and the huge amount of healing that this support will dish out for each team member. So let's see how this plays out.
They're going from the back. The Shadow comes in and it doesn't really get anybody, but the Coalescence is just pushing everyone back. Honey Badgers is not really getting much value out of their ultimates right now, but at least they're using them, not like what happened at King's Row.
Exactly.
Last man comes in, Primal Rage comes in from Sir Orion, number 3 is going to use his ultimate. Is he going to get anybody? He gets Sir Orion. Death Blossom comes in, but he gets hooked out of it, but no. Not good. Joji is still able to get a res up, but the McCree is back. Fumofu is able to get back into his pack. The dive is still able to happen for Team DC Nations. The push is happening. Flo can't push in too hard right now. He's not with his team. Flo needs to back up right now. Flo, can you hear me, please?
They have 10 seconds on the clock. Would they be able to do anything? They have 10 seconds on the clock.
That's a good pick. That's a good pick. That's main heals down. There goes the main tank, and that's it. I think this is going to be a good pick over for DC Nations. They can actually push the card. Joji falls, but that. Don't abandon the point, guys. What is wrong with you?
That was almost an abandon.
How many times do people have to leave it?
They just did an Abigoof.
here goes the Reaper from DC Nation. They're pushing in, but then they're doing...
Finally, they were able to get the Reaper to get some value out of this Reaper, which is good. They're gonna take the high ground now, which is really good on Dorado's second point. So even if Honey Badgers decide to contest the high ground, they have to be careful of this Reaper. I like Reaper here more because Reaper has much more less space to not shoot his shotguns in, so he can take as much time as he wants to farm his Depth Blossom up. Bomb comes in. Is he gonna get anybody? Of course he does. High Noon comes in, and that's a huge High Noon coming in from Joji. Takes out all 3 members of Tenkiko. He gets a 4K. It's an easy push all the way towards the second point. Honey Badgers need to regroup.
My ultimate is ready. Go. I'll be watching over you.
Agent, what do you think? What do you think Honey Badgers need to do to actually win this fight? It looks like Henry is finally able to get his ultimate into the focus and the team Joji's able to get a headshot. This looks like an easy second point over for Team DC Nations, and whatever skills that were being had by Team Honey Badgers in the first part, it's just not working out right now. Are you guys okay?
Yep.
Nope.
We are the
No
ones.
one was talking just now, only I was talking.
Tim, can you actually watch the stream?
Yeah, we can. On my side's okay.
Oh, he's dead. I'm doing the live on my Discord.
What about Agent? Where's Agent?
Agent died.
Oh no. Joji gets a pick up onto the enemy team. The bomb's gonna go
No
to the
way,
back.
I'm back.
The bomb
It's
gets
about
2 big kills.
Tim is dying on Discord.
Now he dies. Oh my god.
This is not looking good for Team Honey Badgers. They were doing so well at the beginning of the game, but DC Nations finally found their rhythm. They're able to push the card to the end. They're gonna go over to the Doomfist to try to stall, but that's not gonna work out too well for them. And that's the end of round 1 in this grand final of the Peasant Cup.
I feel like the Honey Badgers did a really great push right there with the 0-3 and be able to turn this game kind of around, you know, from the first.
They were doing quite well on the first point, but they just couldn't find the proper ground to counter the Reaper on the second point.
Well, either way, it's a really good push from them and be able to bounce back from that initial, you know, settle back.
You mean DC Nation?
My mistake.
I don't know. I was talking to myself for like a good 25 seconds because I don't know where you all went.
No, I was listening to you. Don't worry.
I was struggling.
I'm struggling as well.
I was fangirling.
Oh, hello,
Nice.
Cheesy.
Cheesy has been here for quite a while.
Yes. Cheesy. What are your thoughts about this? I mean, some of them are your friends, and some of them are your new
Yeah.
friends.
I mean, a lot of
Some
these.
them are our nemesis.
Actually, I would say over 50% of friends of mine on both. So it's a little bit challenging to determine like who to vote for, but I can say DC Nation adapt.
He's also
Wonderful. Wonderful.
Wonderful.
Do you have a message
Yeah.
for your friends for all of these
I-
teams?
I do. Don't lose.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Good message.
Draw. Like it's okay.
Life-changing advice.
Here comes round 2. Honey Badgers are fighting to stay in this tournament to push for round 3. Now it looks like Overwatch DC Nations. DC Nations
my
are playing with a Ryan Zarya with
As for
a
that,
Ryan
though,
Zarya
as
with
for
3
that.
Reaper. They're going with the
As for
same
that,
strategy
yep.
on the attack round. Despair on the Genji. He's going to try to get a dive in. Oh, he's got to be really careful. The bubble saving part over there. Dubo's falling. They don't have a far over there, but the Mercy is able to resurrect. Fumofu loses his shield. Yeah. That's a good dive over by Despair. Can he get the Mercy? If he doesn't get the Mercy, he gets the Mercy. Okay.
Alright.
Haribo is pushing the card. He's able to maintain that high charge of his. Look at that thick beam.
Team Honey Badger are
That's
pushing in
basically
really
round
good.
1. Yeah. That's
Pushing
an easy.
Rico in 3 minutes. Look at that. 3 minutes on the clock and 5:30. My goodness. It's a
Honey
really
Badgers are
good
not
push.
going down without a fight here.
Yeah.
So here comes the beginning onto the second point. Ken Reaper has actually gone to Ash, so he can Ash, I guess. Aha. So here comes the second point, and Despair has fallen just before he gets the Dragon Blade, and the rest is coming. We might see. We're not gonna get a Nano Blade, we might get a Mercy Pocket for the Nano Blade. Mercy Pocket for the Blade, so I'm sorry. Fumofu was really low on the ride, his shield was low, he wasn't getting any proper supports. The supports were on the high ground. Despair deflects the flashbang.
The Badger's Farah has got her ult and she's probably positioning for a Justice.
Iron coming in from Joji doesn't get anybody, but Psycho Mania falls to the random charge. I know how a Reinhardt player feels when he does a random charge and gets a kill. And Joji's able to clean up the remaining people, and that's a hard reset for Team Honey Badgers. Now they do have a Barrage Blade, or they can go with a Grav Blade or a Grav Barrage. So they can be flexible with what they want to do, but they have to be careful. They can't just simply throw ultimates out the window. They have a lot of high ground they have to cover over here.
What do you think? Is a Shatter Blade or is a Shatter Justice a better combo and has more value? What do you think?
I would suggest a Grav Blade, because the Blade is able to get to the high ground. If you Grav and Barrage, you're putting Farah in danger, and she can't really attack the high ground if she barrages. Flow blocks a huge shatter.
And
Psycho
also,
Mania
Zeke,
falls.
she's
Oh,
stationary. She can't move at
the Blade
all.
comes in. The Blade is not really getting much value right now. He gets 2 kills, which is 1 on Ashe and 1 onto the Ana. Grav comes in, it's a huge shatter by Flow. He might as well
That
just...
is huge.
That is a lot of stuff.
Huge.
Haribo and Flo have just been going. Who's the spell? Haribo and Flo right now are doing a lot of the dueling right now.
Yeah, they're fueled by passion. Maybe.
Now I just think
Is
they
this
don't give
her
a
getting cheated on? Excuse me?
It's very
They're gonna go with the
uncharacteristic of a
Colossus
honey
thing.
badger.
They're going to start with the Colossus and the D-Mac happens. The Grav comes in over by the enemy team, the DC Nations. Bob comes in to pushing on the cart. They're stalling the cart. The Spare falls over to Bob, and Fumofu and me Reaper get kills, which results in DC Nations being able to finally stabilize on the point. Now, I think if you're DC Nations, you'd be very happy with the amount of defense, with the strength of your defense, for the simple reason Honey Badgers has not have a single ultimate left in their arsenal right now.
I feel like when the payload is that position, it's more challenging for the attacking team to get to the payload and push it because it's such an open area that they can defend it on the high ground or the low ground. They have a lot of opportunities.
Spare seems to be playing by himself onto the high ground, and yeah, that's not gonna end well for him. Dynamite comes in over from Pyromaniac and McCree. Despair gets pressed back up so he can enter the fight again. Bubbles used on Ryan. Zarya has no personal bubble over Oda. Heinlein comes in, and yep, it's easy as pie. Bless you.
Thank you.
Bless.
And again, the DC Nation wipes out the Honey Badgers once again, resulting in a team kill and a hard reset.
It's a clean ultimate usage being done over here by DC Nations. They're doing really well in learning how to use their ultimates at specific times.
Exactly.
Honey Badgers seem to be using all of their ultimates and was throwing all their eggs into one basket, and that basket it seems to be in Despair's Genji, but he does have a blade coming up.
And a Shatter, and possibly, potentially a High Noon.
The Shatter's not gonna get much value since...
And the Grav.
And a Grav. The Grav might get more value than the Shatter right now. So DC Nations are aware that Honey Badgers have taken the high ground. They realized they need to take the high ground to maintain positivity. That's a good pick over by
Ooh, got 2 healers. 2 supports after the shot.
DC Nations don't need to rush the point over here. Flo has to use a shadow. He gets a huge shadow. Can he baby diva? He gets the baby diva. And I think this is going to be an easy capture point over from Team Honey Badgers, but DC Nations are making them work for it. The rest comes in over from the Valkyrie Mercy. Despair's going in with the blade. He doesn't get the Mercy. Flash comes in. He really wants to kill Joji.
Badly.
But Joji gets the kill on him, as in the chat.
It's not moving. The bomb is got caught in the ground. It doesn't get anybody, but Fumofu's able to remake. But oh no, that wasn't really unfortunate from the grab over there. But if you're DC Nations, you'll be happy with your defense. You can just take your fight onto this third point. And it seems that DC Nations are not playing with any shields over here. They're playing with a... Never mind, I spoke too soon.
Well, right now on Team Honey Badger, they have 2 minutes to push their payload to the end. Let's see how this goes.
Seems like on Honey Badger's side they have the Sports Ultimate and they have the High Noon and also a Coalescence.
Duo gets 2 picks, that's big enough, He's able to push with his team. Duo still on the high ground, won't able to contest him. Coalescence keeping him up and he gets a 3k. That's 4 people down over in DC Nations. Haribo and Cole could just push. Can DC Nations come back? Ryan's charging onto the point. He charges the wall. Wrong thing to do. Can he? Let's go into a round 3.
And that is a tie for round 2. And we're moving on to round 3 where we will see more combat actions and more action from both teams. Yes. Sorry.
More combat action and more action. I like it.
Alright.
So many quotes.
Quote of the day, everybody. Quote of the day.
Okay, I'm gonna get ahead of myself. Okay, on round 3, what do you guys expect from both teams, seeing their plays and abilities and strengths and weaknesses from the previous 2 games?
Retaliation.
From both teams, yes. That's the word I'm right here.
Yes.
That's the word.
Time left, 5 seconds difference. So both teams are actually doing quite okay.
Yeah.
5 second difference, but how did that few inches? Look at that.
I would like to see Honey Badgers learn to use their ultimates, maybe 2 ultimates to win one particular fight. They need to have better ult economy over on their side. And DC Nation seem to be very defensive on what they want to do around the payload. They're not really wanting to be aggressive when they want to push back, even though they can. So I would like to see a little bit more aggression over from Team DC Nations and a little bit better ult usage from Honey Badgers.
I feel like DC Nations are really effective in what they do, but like what they're like is that they're kind of passive, kind of chill, kind of laid back, and like in order to like unleash their full potential, I think they wanna be a little out there, be a little assert the dominance without T-posing.
So it looks like Despair is going to be going over to the Widowmaker over here, and Duo's going to be playing the Genji. Oh, this should be interesting. Reaper's going to teleport over to the high ground and get some scouting information.
A bit of a Widow duel, not actually a duel, but a Widow shootout happening on the high ground near the bridge, and jump down already. They're pushing the payload up to the first bridge, which is where all the combat happens.
Despair has a lot of picking potential over here, but they are playing out of Widow's line of sight, so Despair's not going to get much value done. That being said, 60 seconds remain on the clock, and the card is just being pushed. DC Nations can take the fight underneath here. This is a good spot for Ryan Zarya with a Reaper as well. That's the first pick. Joji gets a pick onto Despair. Ryan loses his shield over on DC Nations. If DC Nations are smart, they can actually just push on ahead, but nope, they haven't.
With 30 seconds on the clock, they need to do something quickly in order to stop the payload on the DC side, or in order to push the payload to first point on another side.
Despair gets a pickup. That's a huge pickup onto the Moira. There's a lot of main heals gone over from Honey Badgers, but that being
a missed shatter.
Huge.
Oh, that's
a huge counter shatter.
Oh no.
Gets a pick on everybody on the Honey Badgers team, and that's a hard reset.
I don't think they're going to be able to touch, guys. This looks...
Nope.
This looks dead in the water for them. Despair was able to get a touch onto the Genji, but it's just to no avail.
And then we have Despair on Tracer.
Flo goes over to the Wrecking Ball, trying to buy some time. Bob is on point, trying to shoot people for no reason whatsoever because he's a murderer. Bob is doing something, guys.
Yes, he's going to work, getting a triple kill on the support and the tank.
The Blade's not gonna touch, guys. Oh, this is not looks too good over for Team Honey Badgers.
That is
played it smart. DC Nations played it smart.
That is unbelievably close, and
initiating match.
Someone just said on stream, sub out the casters.
What?
Someone just said on stream to sub out the casters.
Why?
It's okay. They're not being paid, so it's just
Yeah, we're being forced to do this.
Yes, they're being forced into it. So
yeah. Wait,
So
what? No, we're doing this out of love. We're doing this out of love,
Yeah, I agree. We're doing this out of love.
What's love?
Yeah. Nothing that
What is love?
about it.
I'm just vibing. That's all I'm doing, alright? I'm here to vibe, that's all.
Hey, okay, get rid of the copyright music here.
Yeah, no, we're not gonna get demonetized for singing copyright music unless.
Here we go, guys.
And here we go.
fighting to stay in
The last
the top of the
round.
grand finals, and DC Nations are just 85.51 meters away from getting to the championship. They have already won the championship if they get it to that point. And here we go.
Here we go. From what I see right now, the Team Honey Badger are doing the same strat, like all their teammates and their heroes are doing the same thing. But let's just see how they would do on this last push right here.
I like the Reaper pick here because the card's going to be underneath the bridge, and that's going to benefit Reaper a lot since it's close range. Oh, they're just going onto the point. They have to contest the point. They don't have much time. Yoki gets 2 picks onto the spare, and Luna gets a DPS and a main healer down. Flo loses his shield. Rest comes in for Ken Reaper. He can just go hand right now on the Reaper, and Sir Orr is just fragging right now. That's gonna be it. GG is
And that is the GG.
DC Nation takes the W.
DC Nation wins the championship.
Yes,
And
they
he
get a
and
fake
they get the big
$6.
W.
That's fake.
Ken Reaper Kenesh.
Oh wait, I thought it was the other one. Okay.
Woo!
Nice
Okay,
play
let's
here.
get everybody
Nice.
over here.
Bye.
Yeah.
Let's move
What
them
a
all
finals, guys.
to
It's been an honor to represent this with you all.
General Screams. Let's go to General Screams, everybody.
Until the
I'm
next.
moving. Yeah, I'm moving people. Hold on. We're gonna interview them. Give me a moment.
Wait, why? Okay, never mind, go ahead.
Okay, go to General Screams. Congratulate the winners.
It's gotta be loud as fuck, I know.
I
I know.
know it's everybody.
Things would not go well as we
Yeah.
joined there.
That's good for the first the first round.
Hello, everybody. Congratulations. Is everybody here? Okay, hello. Congratulations. Where are the people? Oh my god, get back here.
Hello.
Hello, everyone.
Yeah, we should do it, bro.
Congratulations, DC Nations. Y'all are winners for the Peasant Cup.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, all of you.
Yeah.
How do you
You all played well. You
feel?
all deserve to be in the finals.
How do you guys feel? We're the team captains. My god.
Yeah.
How was like the comp setting in general? Was it okay for you guys?
It was kind of hard because.
Yeah, was it okay?
Oh yeah.
They said it was kind of hard.
Okay.
Yeah, because like King's Road, the snow would actually give you extra like height, as well as the payload. The payload has extra height, so you can get shot from below. We're
Uh-huh.
very,
Really?
I don't know, particular. I don't know about those things.
Oh my
Yeah,
god,
and
really?
the
just
snow
liked it because
gives
it was
extra
pretty.
HP.
I just liked it because it
Yeah,
was pretty.
little details. Yeah,
Man.
the small details. Like the
Oh.
payload is a little bit like higher than the normal payload.
Ah.
It's
Ah.
Christmas.
Yeah, yeah.
My goodness. So how is how is Haribo? Wait, who's your
Huh?
team leader? I forgot. Luna.
Team leader,
Team
Luna.
leader
Yes.
Luna. How do you feel?
Sleepy. Joining for the past 2 hours. Come on.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry, my
No,
girl.
guys, cut her some slack. Okay, give her some credit. Oh man, clap it up for me.
Oh my
It
god.
is so hot upstairs. Oh my god.
Actually, it is a very
Does it?
Justin
Very warm
is
upstairs.
hot. They said what?
I said it.
Justin is hot, everybody. Well,
No, he's not.
oh.
Thank you. Thank you, Luna.
Justin's
Thank
not
you.
hot. You know.
Man's not hot. Man's not hot.
Well, congratulations, DC Nation. I can't
Thank
wait.
you. Thank God we didn't DC.
I know,
for this
right? I was
match.
gonna like
We're
I
so
was
happy.
waiting like, oh my goodness, I really hope I don't jinx it by saying, so I'm not gonna say anything.
Yeah.
I honestly thought DC Nations was because of DC is in DC Comics. I didn't think of Disconnect.
No, it's
Yes,
actually
same.
disconnect because like
Same.
whenever we do ladder or any scrims with other people, at least one or two gets
Mhm.
DC.
Ah.
Yeah, mid game.
Maybe you could now be called un-DC or semi-DC, because we're never sure. Okay, I'm gonna send the $6. Hold on, $6. The
Oh,
fake
Hera.
yes.
Hera.
Yes.
Before everyone leaves, Joji and I want to do something very
Can we have
special.
1v1 Joji
Oh.
Yeah,
Harmony?
yeah.
Okay, alright. I'm so freaking
Joji and
tired,
I
but let's
really
do
want to
it.
do this. Wait,
Ready?
Tash, we need you
Yeah.
also.
Why
We
me?
need you to. No. We're getting Tash into this.
Why are you
Okay.
All right,
involving
all
me
right.
into this?
Give me a moment.
So who's gonna be the mom?
Moving people.
Wait, so who am I role playing as?
What the heck?
What?
You're the son, all right? Sure. Yeah. Okay. Then Tash
Oh
will
my
be
gosh,
the
what the
mom then.
fuck is this?
Fine. Fine. Who will be? Where's Raz? We need Raz.
Raz is not in the mood. I think.
Yeah, he
Raz
needs to eat
is.
some
Oh,
oats.
he's not in the mood of playing Overwatch.
He's eating
but
oats. He's eating oats.
No,
he's in the
he
mood.
have to eat oats first, then he have mood.
Okay,
he's
Haribo
in
just
the- he's
PM
huh?
me something. Okay, okay. Alright.
Wait.
I think I should close my door for
What on earth? What's happening?
Yeah.
Oh god, what are we doing? What are you guys doing?
What are we doing?
I got Raz.
Wait.
There.
You got Raz?
Oh, okay, Raz.
Send the script. Send the script to Raz.
Wait. Ooh, there's something here. What is this? I can't
Alright,
click
hold
on the
up.
button.
Let me send it to Raz. Wait, so is Raz gonna be?
He's the dad. He's my
Alright.
I'm
Yes,
scared.
we're doing that. Shut your mouth. Do it.
Wait, who am I? Who am I? Like, who are these people involved? So there's Wotash,
I don't think this could be on stream.
and then
Yeah.
oh
I
my
don't.
god.
Okay, actually, yeah. Now that I think about it, Harbo, come back. I think we back out here.
Okay, hold on.
You're
Let's
gonna get Hera banned on Twitch.
wait. Let's say good night to the people who are here. And someone redeemed a shout out, and I don't know what button to click. Help me. Like, help me. What is this? What? How do I redeem a button? Does anyone know how to use Twitch? Jesus. I'm a grandmother. Well, I'm so sorry, Revan. I don't know how to wait. Give me a moment. I'm looking at the
So we're gonna
buttons.
do this when Hera finishes the
Yes.
stream.
Wait, I'm blind. Hold on. Give me
No,
a
but
moment.
someone needs to record this. Luna, record this.
What?
Oh, there we
Re-
go.
record,
There we go.
record.
We got it. We got
Record
it.
who?
Record.
Who? Who's record?
Just start recording when Hera stops her stream.
Wait, Flo. Is Flo here? So, Revan says
you're the dad,
Flo
you're the dad.
misses playing with his tank bro.
Wait.
Aww.
Not yet.
Revan.
Shut up.
Again, Revan says Flo misses playing with his tank bro.
Do you want Celeste to come or?
Oh god, no.
Okay, everybody say
Hera, check your
everybody say good
TNT.
night.
Good night.
Good night, stream.
night.
Thank you for coming.
Good night, guys.
We're gonna do
Good night.
unspeakable things now. Woo.